Donald Trump held a very scary rally in North Carolina. Let's uncover the truth. The reason this rally that I'm about to show you and watch live with you guys for the first time is scarier than the others is because Donald Trump is now a federally indicted man, a man who was indicted on 38 separate counts, including obstruction and espionage. So in no other circumstance would this man be allowed to spew the venom that he is about to spew. But alas, justice moves slowly, so let's just watch this speech and we'll try to get through it fast.
Number one, we were able to fire people, which you couldn't do for 58 years. It was in the hopper because we had a lot of sadists. We had thieves and we had a lot of bad people that worked in the VA.
Sadists in the VA.
But the worst were the sadists. They would beat up old, wonderful soldiers, beat the hell out of them. They got their jollies out of it.
Old soldiers?
And we weren't allowed to fire them. No matter what they did, we couldn't fire them. I got it, so we fired,
what is he talking about?
8,000 people, all sadists and sick people. And
they're clapping? I don't even know what he's talking about. He didn't fire 8,000 people from the VA. There were no sadists. There was nobody beating up elderly soldiers. And again, why is the crowd clapping for that? They'll clap for whatever this guy says, this carnival freak insurrectionist. Okay, next we have Donald Trump. I don't know. Let's just watch it.
In critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political
all he has to say is critical race theory and trans people, and then they're the crowd of racists and homophobes clapping. Sick people. Whoever attends a Trump rally from this point moving forward supports treason, espionage, anti-American criminality.
It's amazing how strongly people feel about that. You see, I'm talking about cutting taxes. People go like that. Talk about transgender. Everyone goes crazy. Who would have thought 5 years ago you didn't know what the hell it was?
Wow. Donald Trump basically just called out his own supporters for saying, you guys just clap when I say transphobic and racist stuff, and you don't really care about policy. And he is correct to say that. Okay, next we have Donald Trump, attacking the special prosecutor and his wife.
I don't even think it's Biden that's vicious. I think it's a circle of maniacs around him. You know, you have a woman in the Justice Department, Lisa Monaco. She's a Trump hater like nobody you've ever seen.
Attacking the Assistant Attorney General of the United States.
Justice Department, Lisa Monaco, very unfair.
Putting a target on the back.
You have this maniac. I call him a deranged person, Jack Smith. He's deranged. His wife hates Trump even more than he does.
The prosecutor who just prosecuted him and his wife.
Very unfairly.
Unbelievable. How is this guy not yanked off the stage and arrested again? I mean, this is a clear, at the very least, creating an environment of violence and hatred towards the Department of Justice, a federal agency. And this guy wants to be the president? Okay, next we have let's just keep watching and we'll see what it is.
In Chicago and Atlanta has the highest crime rate per capita of any city.
I don't think that's true. It's red states.
Where they're trying to get me on a perfect phone call.
Not a perfect phone call.
People kill people and they never even get interviewed.
False.
But let's get Trump on a perfect call. A call that was so good, it was actually better than my perfect call with the Ukrainian president.
Also not a perfect call. You got impeached for that.
It was more perfect.
Not a perfect he's talking about the call where he asked the Georgia Secretary of State to find 11,780 votes that did not exist. And by the way, he's probably about to be indicted for that one as well. He's the biggest criminal to ever walk this country. Okay, next we have, this is a very scary rant, I think. Yeah, let's watch it.
At the end of the day, either the communists destroy America or we destroy the communists.
Look at that evil face. That's pure evil. There's no joking there. Sounding like Adolf Hitler.
And never forget what the demented persecution of our movement is all about. Our enemies are desperate to stop us because they know that we are the only ones who can stop them. We're the only ones that can do it. Small group,
this is
relatively
a
small
very
group.
Violent, dangerous guy.
But we can stop them cold, and we will. And we would have had them stop cold, and they know that. And they cheated like dogs. They cheated like nobody's ever cheated before.
Vile accusations. Oh, there's the end of that. Guys, that is scary stuff, right? Like, we have an authoritarian who incited an insurrection where people died, and now he's launching these heinous allegations against the United States government and threatening to wipe them all out and calling them communists. Seriously, this is like straight up fascism, authoritarianism from the 1920s, 1930s. Okay, guys, here is how Donald Trump closed this deranged North Carolina rally. Let's play it out, Donnie.
Now these radical left lunatics want to interfere with our elections by using law enforcement.
False.
It's totally corrupt.
Independent agency prosecuted you.
This is the final battle.
What do you mean by we can't let it happen?
My side,
the final battle?
Demolish the deep state.
Demolish
we
the
will
deep state.
expel the warmongers from our government.
Well, this guy is off the rails,
the
dangerous.
Globalists. We will cast out the communists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country.
Sounding like
we will roll
Mao
out the
Zedong.
fake news media. We will expose the rhinos for what they are.
I can't believe
we
that
will defeat
he's
Joe
saying this
Biden,
and not
and
in
we
prison.
will liberate America from these villains once and for all. We will liberate. We're going to liberate our country.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't even have a joke to spin here. This guy needs to go to prison. I'm serious. This man is leading an authoritarian movement against the United States of America. Very dangerous man. This language is so extreme that he's using. And notice there weren't any claps there at the end. It's like, are the 75 million Trump supporters really on board with this? I guess they are, and I guess that's why we need to defeat these people desperately, and I believe we will.